Hi Year 5, today we're going to be looking at 24-hour time. So Miss Gallagher, what does 24-hour time mean?
Well, Mr. Shanahan, there is 24 hours in one day. So,
I get it. So the Earth rotates around the Sun, and while it's rotating around the Sun, it is actually rotating itself, and it takes 24 hours for one rotation.
Yeah, that's right. So that's why that there's 24 hours in one day.
So why do we use 24-hour time? Well, if we have a look over here, the airlines use 24-hour time. Transit, that's in buses and other ways of getting around. The armed services like the Army, the Navy, the Air Force use 24-hour time. Why would they do that? Hospitals use 24 hours, but why would they use 24-hour time? Well,
good question, Mr. Shanahan.
if I was to ask Miss Gallagher, I've got a ticket here for you tomorrow at Melbourne Airport. Could you be there by 9 o'clock?
I'd say sure.
Sure, you get down there. So she drives all the way down to Melbourne and she gets to the car park and realises, did Mr. Shanahan did he mean 9 o'clock in the morning or 9 o'clock at night?
Ooh.
So why do we use 24-hour time? Because it
makes it easier to know which part of the day we're talking about with time.
correct, before midday or after
Yep.
midday. All right, so we're going to have a look at AM. We'll backtrack a little bit. Hopefully you know what AM means, but it means ante-meridian. It's a Latin word meaning before midday. And PM meaning post-meridian, meaning after midday.
Yeah.
All right, so let's start at the top. So midnight. I hope none of you guys have actually stayed up to midnight before, but maybe
I
one
don't
or
know,
two of
Mr.
you may.
Shanahan, I reckon they might have.
I think they might have. So we start there, Mr. Gallagher.
Yep, so our day starts at 12 a.m. or midnight, and we go through the hours. So it goes 12 a.m., 1 a.m. to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 a.m. And then it changes. That's actually the first half of the day.
It
The
is.
first
What do you
12
think
hours
people
of
would
the
be
day.
doing at 6 a.m., Miss Gallagher?
Well,
Maybe.
I know what I'm doing at 6 a.m.
You're getting
Mr.
up and going
Shanahan.
for a run around the block, aren't you?
Yeah. That's exactly what I'm doing.
So I'd say we'd have a few students out there would be up at 6 a.m. in the morning.
Probably.
What about 7 a.m.? Maybe breakfast?
Breakfast.
Breakfast. 8 a.m. making our way to school.
Brushing our teeth.
9 a.m. we're in Mrs. Wild's class doing prayer.
Yep.
10 a.m. we're right into our learning.
Yep.
Yep.
11 a.m. it's recess time.
Recess.
Okay.
Then we get to 12 p.m.
Yeah.
Or what's other names we could use for that?
Noon or midday. You guys would have heard those words before.
Noon or midday. Then 1 p.m. we're heading into lunchtime.
Yep.
But in 24-hour time, just so that you're not confused at the airport, what else would we call 1 p.m.?
We call it 1300.
1300.
Yep.
So that's another way, and especially all of these people would be saying at 1300, we're having lunch.
Yes. And Mr. Shanahan, you'll notice it's really easy to remember because it goes 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So it actually follows on. It's really easy to follow once you've got your head around
All
it.
the way down to 24.
All the way to 24.
So 2 p.m. we call that 1400, 3 p.m. 1500, 4 p.m. 1600, 5 p.m. 1700, 6 p.m. 1800, 7 p.m. 1900, 8 p.m. 2000, 9 p.m. 2100, 10 p.m. 2200, 11 p.m. 2300, and then we start again at a.m. midnight, and there's our 24 hours. So Miss Gallagher, I'm at the airport and I hear this announcement, the next plane is boarding at 1700. Now imagine if I don't understand my 24-hour timing, how would I calculate that 1700 back to normal 12-hour time?
Well, it sounds really complicated, Mr. Shanahan, but it's actually really simple. Well, I think it is, and I think you guys will think it is as well. So if I know that the next plane is leaving at 1700, okay, so I'm going to write 1700 here. 1700, what I do to work out what that is in 12-hour time is I take away 12 hours. So I'm going to do 17, take away 12, and I know that you guys are going to know that equals 5.
5 p.m.
So 17 take away 12 equals 5. So if the plane is leaving at 1700, I can work out that that plane is actually leaving at 5. And we know it's after midday, so it's going to be leaving at 5 p.m.
So if I look at these, if I take away the 12 from 13,
Yeah.
it's 1 p.m.
1
If I
p.m.
take away 12 from the 14, it's 2
2
p.m.
p.m.
Keep taking the 12 away.
Or, Mr. Shanahan, if you are working from 12-hour time and you want to work out what the 24-hour time is, you just do the opposite. So you can add 12. So if it's 6 p.m. and you want to work out what the 24-hour time is, you can add 12. So 6 plus 12 equals 1800.
So there you go. Get home and practice your 24-hour time.
Good
Well
luck,
done, Miss
Legends.
Gallagher.
Well done, Mr. Shanahan.
All right, well done.
I think that's good.
Yeah.